Alright guys, here we are. It is episode number 4 of Wrestling with Vegetables. I'm reality wrestling superstar Rob Barnes, and today I'm going to be talking about vegan bodybuilders. As you can see by this video, I'm a little more dressed down. It's a Saturday morning here. We took our dog for a walk, had breakfast by the lake while he went for a swim, and then continued the walk, came home, and I was ready to go to the gym. I packed up my stuff, had a really good back day, and then came home, ate my meal, got my Humor Pro, and decided, you know what, I'm just going to record this thing as more of a diary entry today. Talk about my thoughts and what's been going on lately. So yeah, technically this is week 5 of my new diet, but you know, let's call a kangaroo here. And idiot. It's really week 4 of taking meat out of my diet 5-6 days a week and just having 1 or 2 meals a week with meat in them. Last weekend I did have 2 meals. It was the first time I had 2 meals since I started this vlog. One of those meals was ahi tuna in a poke bowl. I love ahi tuna in a poke bowl. Other one, I was coming back from a wrestling show in San Antonio and we stopped off at Cane's Chicken. That one I regretted. I should have packed extra vegan snacks like I had throughout the day, but I kind of ran out by the end, and after a hard match I needed some sort of sustenance. But that's okay. Starting Monday, I was back on the wagon. No meat Monday through Friday, and today, Saturday. So far, so good. Right, vegan bodybuilders. That's what I wanted to talk about, because I've been following a lot of these guys. I've been watching their YouTube videos. I've been reading their blogs, reading their recipes. It's become a real love-hate relationship with these vegan bodybuilders. Let's be honest, they look great and they're vegan, and I don't understand how they are doing it. I watch these videos, I read these recipes, and every single time they put up the macros at the end, like, yeah, this was a good protein meal. 10 grams of protein, high protein meal, 10 grams of protein, and it's got 200 grams of carbs. 200? 200? I'm eating 250 in a day. These guys are having 200 in one meal. And that, you know, that's just a normal meal for them. 200 grams of carbs, 10 to 15 grams of protein. I'll be honest, you know, some of them, they have their meals that are 30 grams of protein. But the carbs. And these guys, they look great. At the end of the day, they're getting 115 grams of protein to maybe maximum, I think I've seen, is 150 grams of protein. And these are not small guys. They look great. They don't look 5 foot. And they're only having such a small amount of protein compared to what I am eating. So it goes back to what I was talking about last week, where plant protein and animal protein is not the same thing. Obviously, there's a lot more wastage from animal protein. Obviously, plant protein is a lot better absorbed. Obviously, it's easier for a lot of the carbs that I'm eating to just turn into waste and fat. And obviously, the carbs from your vegetables and your fruits are very different to the carbs that you get in a lot of the processed foods. And sure, carbs from fruits and vegetables is a lot better for you than carbs from other sources. But 1,000 carbs in a day? 1,000. The carbs are just so high. I'm not in any way comfortable, even if it is a lot of fibrous carbs, put that much carbs in my body yet. And that is what I hate about these vegan bodybuilders. This is why I made this vlog. No one can just watch these vegan bodybuilders and just go, oh, that's all I have to do? Sweet. That's what I'll start doing. Like, it's just not that easy. We talk about counting macros and what you're used to, what you've been doing for 10 years. It's habits. It's hard habits to break. It's not an easy process. I can't imagine just waking up one day and doing that. I know, for me, my idea is I've got to go in steps. I can't just jump straight into it. I wouldn't feel comfortable with it. I don't know how my body would react, and maybe it would react in a positive way. Who knows? You do what works for you. And when you decide to undertake a new change in diet like this, yes, it's gonna take some time. Yes, you are going to need to go step by step into it. There's no rushing into it. That's what I want to do. I have respect for some of these guys that I'm watching and following. You know, the content that they're putting up is great. There's reason behind what they're doing. It's working for them, and I do believe it could work for me. So what they are doing is they are inspiring me to keep going and to try new things. So 2 things I want to start doing. I want to start pulling out some of the egg whites I've been having. I have 2 smoothies a day. I have a cup of egg whites in each of them, and that's purely just to try and keep the protein count up. The other thing I want to do is take out some of the more processed carbs and replace them with fresh carbs, your fruits, your vegetables. See if that really makes a difference to what I'm doing. I'm not going to do any of that yet. Right now, I'm keeping my macros the same. They're about what they were before I started this diet when I was eating meat. I'm going to wait my 2 weeks until I see my nutritionist, see what my results are. Because at the end of the day, it's about what works for you. But I feel like those are probably the next 2 steps that I'm going to need to start taking. Thank you all for tuning in to this week's episode of Wrestling with Vegetables. The comment section is down there. Make sure to leave me a question, leave me a comment, leave me whatever you'd like, a recipe, a book. Maybe you have a negative comment, and that's fine too, whatever. If you enjoy what I'm doing here, like this episode, subscribe to the channel, and share it. Let everyone know what's going on with Rob Barnes of Reality of Wrestling. And as always, remember guys, eat smart.